Now let's see another powerful idea, how to sacrifice a pawn in order to gain a lot of activity, time, and attack your opponent. You can start the game by d4, and after this c5 move, a lot of Benoni or Benko players would like to do that. Of course, we should not capture immediately that pawn. This is not advisable for white, because if you just capture there, the black can of course regain this pawn immediately back with this double attack. He is attacking the pawn right now and the king, and there is no obvious way to protect it. For example, after knight to c3 we can capture the pawn, or he can do it in another way, in a better way, and the better way is to play e6, and after b4, if white is extremely greedy now and he would like to keep the pawn, then black can do this thing, a5. And as you can see, it's really difficult to protect all of the queen side. For example, after a3, and I played one game in the past like that. I captured here, my opponent recaptured, and he was very happy because now he has very solid pawn structure here and I cannot capture the pawn. Indeed, this is true, but I can capture the rook. And after some moves he resigned the game. For that reason, it's not advisable to capture the pawn immediately, and you should push forward the pawn on d5, because you gain more space, and then you can control the game, control the center by c4, e4. These are some typical ideas. Now after d6 you have e4, this idea, try to play in the center, and now black have a lot of ideas. Perhaps he can try to play Benoni. We are not going to analyze the Benoni in this video. He can try the Czech Benoni like that to keep close the center, but we are not going to take a look at that. But we might see another tricky line. You can see now he give a check on a5, and he would like to destroy white's coordination. Of course, bishop d2 is very natural, because now we are attacking the queen, and after that we can continue with our initial plan, right? But he is a pawn grabber. A lot of your opponents could be a pawn grabber. He would like to capture pawns, and now the b2 pawn is under attack, right? And if you put the bishop here, then you cannot put the pawn on c4. Maybe after bishop to c3 the knight doesn't have this very nice square, and you might wonder what to do now. And the best idea here is to develop the knight on c3, offering a pawn sacrifice on b2. You invite him to capture on b2, but after that he already fall to a trap. Now the continuation is very, very forcing, and you are going to win the game for sure. So what to do? First of all, you should attack the queen. The queen is under attack, only one square is available, and this is queen a3. Now you should go on b5, and you can see by giving up a pawn you gain a lot of activity, a lot of energy for your pieces, and a fantastic development, because your bishop is active, the knight is active, the rook is active, you are attacking the queen, and all of black pieces are in the first rank, right? And for example, here he has a lot of problems, because we are attacking, not only attacking the queen, but similarly we would like to give this double check on c7. And for example, after queen a4 he can try this thing, this idea, but now we have something really amazing. Now we can win the game. And we can win the game by this check. Knight takes d6, this is a check, and the idea behind is to free the square, to free the b5 square. And for example, if he just captures the knight, then we can deliver this double attack, queen takes b5, rook takes b5, and I hope you can win with the queen up, right? You should develop here and destroy your opponent. It's very easy. But after king d8, then we can give another check. You can give a check on f7, and after king c7 we can continue developing the pieces by this check, king d7 for example. Here you can capture the queen immediately, or you can do it in a most nasty way. You can give a check on g4, and after king e8 then you can capture the bishop. And he can capture the knight, of course, but again you have this check, the enemy king is under attack, and he should go there. And you may notice that he is in the same diagonal, and you capture one piece on c8, and now you can deliver this check again, right? So for that reason, this is the trap, and after knight to c3, as we mentioned, and if you capture here, then you are going to win, because you are going to force him with this move. You are attacking the queen, queen a3, and now you gain a lot of tempo by attacking the queen on c7. He cannot go here on a5. Of course he can capture the pawn, it's not forced to go on a5, right? But if he just capture the pawn, then you can trap the queen, because you have this nice idea, and as you can see, the queen is cannot go anywhere. He cannot capture the pawn, he cannot go on b3 because this is a pawn, she cannot go on c4 because the bishop is there, and the queen is gone. You can capture the queen now, and the queen doesn't have really a lot of squares. For that reason she went on a4, because she would like to keep the a file close, and of course she cannot escape here, because if he goes here on a6, the idea is to protect this d6 pawn. Then you can win with another way. What is this? And this is knight to c7, and this is a family fork, because now we're attacking the king, the rook, and queen. And let's go back, because I have something else to show you. You can try e4, and after c5, the Sicilian defense, you can play this d4 idea, aiming for Smith and Mora gambit. And if your opponent play d6, you can transpose to the same position, but this is not the best move order, because if you have any sense of what's happening in the game, then you should try to open the game. Here the best move is to capture on c5, and after d takes c5 you can capture the queen, king takes d8, knight c3, and you have fantastic development as well, because you are going to play bishop e3, for example, attacking the pawn, and then long castling, and white's position is extremely good. For that reason, if you like to go to this trap, you should not start the game with e4, it's not the best. You should go for d4. c5 is one common move, and then we have d5, and after d6, as we mentioned, we have e4. And here is, if he is a pawn grabber, he would like to capture some pawns, you should gain a lot of development with this bishop to d2. So you can develop a very nice and solid opening repertoire by using these traps. I hope you enjoyed this video. Of course, you are very welcome to click the thumbs up button, and talk to you soon. All the best.
So, why you should become a member? This is an amazing opportunity to you to support the channel and gain access to exclusive perks. Well, it's not just about supporting the channel, it's about becoming part of the exclusive community. You'll be helping me to continue creating the content you love, and in return you get some fantastic benefits. We have 3 membership levels, tolerated fit everyone needs: the gold, the diamond, and the platinum. Join us as a member is a great way to interact with me directly. You will get loyalty badges next to your name in comments, access to custom emojis, and special discounts. I prioritize replies to members. Access exclusive videos available only for members to enhance your chess skills. The time to improve is now. On the platinum membership plan, you will get a chess course for free. So what you are waiting for? Click the join button to become a member today. Let's take this journey together to the next level and unlock these amazing perks.